I never dreamed of Al-Andalus or ruling it, no. My dreams were always of Arabia, of Mesopotamia, of Syria. But when my father died, long before I had expected him to, and when my elder brother died nearly immediately after, I began to think it might be necessary for someone to step forward and create a solid foundation from which I could launch our family back to greatness. But now, that stability that I depended on in order to build the destiny of my house is gone. Children, and not just a child, but 2 children, have run my father's sultanate in less than 5 years. And already the vassals rise up to put another man on the throne. If they cannot decide amongst themselves who would be the best sultan for Al-Andalus to maintain the stability I require to forward my goals for the restoration of the family, why shouldn't I decide for them? Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with Prince Hisham ibn Muhammed of Al-Andalus. So we have a bit of a troubling situation, which is we have a child in charge of our father's sultanate. There's already been one instability war, switching 2 of the children with each other, and he just can't handle it. He's already got another claim for my vassal here. It's just wildly inappropriate. So we're going to try to contrive to take his place. Yes, this is not our goal, but it is possible that the best way to do this is to first do this. We could follow history backwards, starting in Spain and then going back. We're much more likely to be able to succeed at that if we can make bigger jumps. And there is no bigger jump that we could make at this time than all the way to the top. We need to find a spouse for our daughter. We're looking for the best alliance we can get, and I will either marry her to someone near her own age or someone so old that they'll die before they get married. That's internal. What about you? So she's 4, so in 12 years he will be 61. I don't think that's old enough. I think we're gonna have her marry this person. I mean, I'll break it off. She's not actually going to get married to this person. This is just a deceitful deal that we're using to convince this Berter warlord to come up and help us, the Sheik here. You know, sometimes you got to make some dirty deals in order to succeed at radical changes in your circumstances. I have a feeling that I can stabilize this better than any of these children can, because I feel like I will be able to get alliances better than everybody else. The biggest problem is I am terrible, and terrible is just straight up terrible. I am terrible at diplomacy, and being a good diplomat would really help with this. I kind of wish I didn't have irritable, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're going to change to court politics because I think it's probably better than whatever else we can get from her. An assist ruler, she's giving us... she's giving us so much more, an assist ruler. This makes me actually not the worst diplomat in the history of the world. Bah, we don't need the diplomacy for the war. We'll make do with what we've got. We need to make a faction then. That's sick. That's hooks and secrets. We need a faction. So we need a claimant faction. Me, the claimant. The Malachite of Al-Andalus. Start a claimant faction. And then I think we're not... Well, we'll see if he takes... Well, he did marry her, right? Yeah. So we're just going to do this right away. We're just going to pop this faction immediately. We're not going to wait. There are advantages to waiting. We could try to get a hook on someone to force them in, but I think speed is the actual choice here because he's a little weak from his current fighting. And that weakness could be preyed upon by us, especially if we grab some mercenaries. What do we got here? Okay, levies and light footmen, a couple of knights. Levies, light footmen, a couple of knights. Oh, he's the military engineer. We could definitely use that. That'll help us a lot in this war. So that's all of our money. War it is then. Yeah, he withdrew. He was going to make us one of on his council, but yeah, he probably should withdraw that. The rest of these are all going to be internal. But this man, he can come and join us. I'd like to confront his army right away if I can. All right, since he's run off. Wait, did I not? Oh, frick! Haha, I didn't. Because I got the mercenaries before the battle, I didn't raise them. That'd have been bad if I actually caught them without the mercenaries. I gotta pay more attention if I'm gonna do things as radical as this. That's for sure. That was a horrid mistake that I couldn't have. They could have ruined everything right away. I am going to use him as the commander so the sieges get done faster. Befriend an enjoyable evening. So we have now officially befriended our spy master. That's good. That should make her better at her job. Who's next then? I would say probably my tax collector. Wait, this isn't actually my tax collector. The other guy's my tax collector, right? Anyway, that's fine. We're gonna sway this guy here. Hopefully we don't drive ourselves to madness attempting to sway him. Amongst our many positive flaws is the fact that when we sway people, it makes us crazy. Well, stressed, which is the same thing, realistically. Hopefully we can fix that. I think trying to raise them, I extended their contract, which is bad news. Let's finish the siege fast. Yeah, you're just gonna siege that, aren't you? You just gonna siege that? That's just your plan? I can't go to war with you, sir. I'm in the middle of something super important. I obviously can't go to war with you. I guess we're gonna accept. But I can't believe you would declare a war when you're already committed to helping me. You mad bastard. How could you do that? You were already... I thought that I did everything wrong in this war and I do not deserve this victory at all. I legitimately thought he screwed me. Let them see their new Sultan. Grab the few things he has, so be it. Let's do this. Let's put up, I think, the house banner, and then we'll put the dynasty banner over there. Okay, that has happened. Am I gonna help this guy, or am I just gonna let him do whatever he's doing? I mean, he literally started a war in the middle of a war that he knows was important. Okay, so this war is that war. We got a moment of clarity here. So what we want to do is get rid of this kid. Designate a guardian for our son. He is pensive. Stewardship is fine. Let's see. Let's give him to his mother because she's a genius like him, which will give him a really good chance of getting a high education. We want to negotiate every alliance that we can get so that the lowest number of people inside the domain that can join factions can be achieved. So there are currently no factions against me, but there will be. We're also going to reorganize everything so that all the duchy titles are correct. Kid here owns tons of territory that isn't his own, probably because it was taken by our father or his brother or something like that. Is there an emir down here? These are all sheiks. These are all sheiks. All right. There isn't that much stuff I can do up here to clean all this up. Is there anything that belongs in here? Not inside of his territory. All right. This kid is already an emir. He doesn't need more. Okay, that was not very much cleanup. That was very little cleanup. I was hoping for more. I mean, I could just give these to him. Pretty sure he was one of the alliances I just picked up right after the war, which is weird because he wouldn't give it to me before, and it would have stopped him from having to lose the title. Because of that alliance, he will not be able to join factions against me. That makes him a lot less dangerous to us if he gets really strong. And it will also get rid of all these extra little guys who might join up together to join a faction against us. Martial lifestyle perk. Okay, so So that was easier than we expected it to be, but there's still a lot of not easy yet to come. We gotta send you. Oh, we can. Everything's our home now. It's like we gotta send them home. No, we don't. This is all us now. I'm basically gonna grant the kid all of the Cordoba vassals. Hopefully he, one day in the future, hopefully he will actually buy that title. Grant another vassal. Good. That makes him hugely powerful, but it also does help us sort of control the region as well, which is good. I'm hoping he's going to do this. I kind of want to do this as well, but I don't know if I want to give that to him. We'll see. He is intensely strong, though, because of everything we've given him. We've got these mercenaries for quite a long time, so we might want to actually do something with them while we do. Will give us a bit of time to grow back to strength, though. What is this event? A peddler in a cloak with dozens of baubles and knickknacks tuned into it rattles up to me. My lord, I have an artifact of grand illusion, which may convince all you possess magical power. Oh, this is the worm toy. You know, we could do this, though. This is a good choice for us right now. I could just... that will help me a lot, because we need to clear this, this sinner out as quickly as possible. This guy is good. He has average, but he likes me more. I think we're going to put this guy in, even though he literally hates me. Demand his conversion. Alright, so we've got all of our tax jurisdictions out there. I think this will be fine. Oh, jeez, Zarb. Oh, Zarb, why do you have to be so bad? Why you gotta be so bad, man? Now I gotta fire you. Now I gotta fire you, man. I really thought you would get better over time, but you did not. You did not get better over time. We gotta change our council so it takes into consideration our new powerful vassals. None of these people like us at all. Who are you and what is going on with you? Of course you don't like us. That's fine. I'm gonna assign all of these people to positions anyway. So we got you. Should be the steward, even though it's probably not the best job for you. This should turn into, sadly, you. And this should turn into you. We're going to immediately... What is the language that I don't have? Berber. Berber. Right. We're going to learn Berber because it should help us. Let's see what else we could do here. I don't think there's much else we can do for now. I originally intended to wait till that man died to get rid of the Bad Alliance. I could use a daughter to marry somebody for an internal. We'll see how it rolls out first. We don't need to rush. We're fine. We'll see how it goes. This is create cadet branch. We don't care about that right now. And we could hold court. We're going to just start with a hold court. This could be the only hold court we ever do. So let's do it. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. Gesture for the first in line to approach. My wife, Sultana Zara, shows me a page filled with unfamiliar symbols, insisting on its legibility. I develop a written language specifically for the women of the court. What a great idea. I think we're just going to do what a great idea. Sheik Ashath of Lugwat comes to me asking for me to annul his betrothal to my daughter Mina. She's a bad match. She's always so neutral. She's just a child. Please free me. Is this really happening? Is this really happening? I understand you're free of her. No, it's okay, kid. You'll get over it. When you're grown, you'll understand that that was inevitable. We don't want you to marry that old man. We never did. The fact he immediately came and asked to get out of it was wild, actually. Hold court, a call to war. Oh, munificent Sultan Hisham, I am Yaqub, and I have traveled far to ask you for your aid in righting a great injustice. The man in front of me bows deeply before continuing with his well-rehearsed plea. Count Sibarka of Sequibia currently sits on the throne of Sequibia, but I am the right and true ruler of those lands. If you aid me in pressing my claim, I shall swear fealty to you and serve you loyally until the end of my days. You are not of the appropriate faith. Not of the appropriate faith. I mean, it is a beautiful day for war. I gotta use those mercenaries up. And we have finished holding court. That actually went pretty well for us, I would say. We want to move our flag up here and just get this done super fast. Put this over to here. Right now, that guy, he's probably a courtier of mine. Am I right? I am right. He needs to convert. He needs to convert. Absolutely, he will do it. So will his wife. That is fine. Let's raise all of our troops here and head right in. Excellent. Now that my son Issa is married to the daughter of Baya, that's another person off the list of people who can join factions against me. Right, I'm not helping him in that war. He spurned my daughter. We should probably just keep watching these factions. This is an independent faction. Who are you? What? It's gonna, what are we gonna do about you? You have a very young daughter and a relatively young son. I think that the answer to that question is what we're gonna do about you right now is nothing. This guy's much happier in his current situation. Did I put the sway on him? I think I did. So looking at you, could try to arrange a marriage between your son and my daughter. Much better marriage for her. Much better life circumstances for her. Much better everything for her. It's just much gooder. Much better. That should help us. We still have our heir and our youngest son available for making alliances. Enemy ally joined the war. That has increased his troops. Faction has been disbanded against me. A new daughter, Amira. Amira, welcome to the house. Amira, welcome. Welcome. I feel like he hired a bunch of mercenaries or something. Or maybe it's just his ally, but we are winning this, which is fine. And then we'll just hold out for this siege. We should still have that guy who can do the siege for us faster. Because we still have... Ooh, no, we now have this guy who's better. We don't have to worry about changing him over at the last second. Our counselor, Muhammad, died. This is our marshal. We can immediately replace him with... I guess we have nobody. Maybe his son, his child must be not of age. Did our spy master literally just lose his arm? Yeah, he totally did. He was totally maimed in the last battle and now is no longer useful in his position. Well, that's a thing that happened. I am going to put our steward... Do we have a useful steward? We have people who are not that good, but who we can put in there anyway. I'm going to reassign you to Marshal because you'd be better at it. And I'm going to put... I guess... you in that position? Oh, you were already our chancellor. Do we have a better chancellor? Yeah, this guy's a better chancellor. So we'll put this guy here. Hopefully, I don't know what we're going to do about him. We'll see what happens. That's what we're going to do about him. Hopefully we can figure out how to make this work. Now that we've actually finished the main war, though, and we're not actually leading our troops ourselves, we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a hand up with her 6 points of diplomacy, just so we're closer to par. I think this is probably still negative, but it's general opinion +1. We have achieved general opinion +1. That's great. Oh, really, that's great. Faction has been created against me. Yeah, I created a faction. Okay. I literally have nothing I can do about that right now. Hopefully he has a kid or something soon. He's too old to marry my daughter. Because she's literally an infant. If we look at the factions here, we can see that there's an independence faction here. It's this guy. We already decided we weren't going to do anything about him. We have these two populist factions, and then this one-person liberty faction. Okay, well, as I said, our goal is mostly just to force as many people into the into alliances as possible, just so that they can't go to war with me. You know, we want to take advantage of... Whoa! Everyone's dying everywhere. Every person all the time is dying. This guy is so bad. Why are you so bad? 17-year-old useless fool. You're going to be a problem. I know you're going to be a problem. I'm going to put this guy there. I am going to demand his conversion. He probably won't do it. I'm going to begin to sway him after the learn language is done, but not before. Sucks to have a spy master that hates us so much. Who are we going to learn this from now? I guess we could learn it from him. It doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Wait, who just declared war against me? Stop here. It was you? Ah! Alright, I don't think I have any allies that can participate in this kind of war. So let's just look at what he's got going on here. He's got this. And he's got that ally. This is an internal ally that he can't call. This is an external ally. So that's how he gets ahead of us. I do not know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to figure something out if we want to hold this. What is this for? Just that? I need an ally. You marry your son to one of my people now? My daughter? You will. I wonder what changed your mind. I don't know, but thank you. Okay. Okay. We now have one of the North African realms that has the same religion as us. This here, Sultan Muhammad II of Aghlabid has gracefully agreed to marry his son to our infant daughter, which I think is good. We call him in this clash. There we go. This child we will ransom for 16 gold. Then we should still win. That ends that. He's gathering all that he can over here. My spy masters come to me with grave news. We do not yet know who, but someone is plotting to kill my Faris. Gulfrey. Huh. Gulfrey. Guy does not like us at all. Did we ask him to convert? Yeah, we already did. So this and this are his main force. Just like that. We need to sort of, I think, come around down this way. Or maybe even to here. I figure we go through the center like that. Give our ally some time to maybe hit the ground someplace. We need a guardian for our daughter. She wants to be learned. Do we have any learned people? I mean, we could give it to this guy. He hates us. He's our tax collector. He really hates us. Like, I don't know how you could hate us more. But we're gonna do it anyway, because that might help him stop hating us as much. And then anything else we need to do? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's just so... You know, maybe we underestimated the difficulty of maintaining a sultanate. Hopefully our ally shows up soon. He looks like he's going to land over here someplace. So we're going to try to catch this army by itself as our ally comes up. He's not going to get here fast enough. Damn it! Oh, we're winning anyway. We've got this thing. Oh. Wait. So you are here. You want a truce, eh? I probably should do this. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna because I need to get as many wars done over here as possible. Like, we need to be going fast. Let's take this back. While my ally shows up to help. We have definitely evened things out. We have too few spouses, so we need to find another spouse someplace. I wonder if there's anyone we can marry for an alliance. I don't have an alliance with this kid yet. So I could marry his mother. I could marry his mother, and then I would have an alliance with this kid. I think that's a good idea. Thank you. Looking at this, they'll accept a white peace, but I'd rather enforce my demands for the money. I think that'll turn out good. Now, as for this kid here, I want to actually... Where is it? It's up here. I want to offer guardianship. I will be his guardian. I will convert his culture if he'll still accept. Good. Speaking of which, we have to make sure that we are on this cultural conversion. No, that's not right. Cultural conversion. Go over to there. And we're still reverting. We're still doing religion in the bottom, which is good. That kid can start thinking of us as his stepfather. We are training him ourselves because we're not very good at it, and we just want to convert his culture and get some control over him. I wonder if there's anyone else we can deal with here? Hook. 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 No good warriors, so we can just basically let them all go. I will be converting all of the non-zealous Christians. I don't know if there's a point in converting a child. I'll just let the child go. Their parent will just change them back anyway. There's no way that the child is going to stay converted. Even if it works at the game, it's an absurdity, like, logically. A sudden shock. I have ridden, taken aim, and struck many times. Calm down, boy, calm down. I dive for stable ground. So my horse is throwing me. 45% chance I gain some martial. 55% chance we get wounded. Or we just dive for stable ground. I think we just dive. We're not ready to die yet. We're not ready to get wounded or make our situation any worse than it already is. Not at this time. We should be making a accolade, though. So what is Garcia good at? He can be a hunt master or a mentor. Also has marauder. See, I think mentor would be good for the top. The number of knights, yep. Huntsmaster, I think. We'll create this accolade. The Grand Commander of Al-Andalus. That's good. Okay, that's good. We're gonna need to find warriors. We got so much to do. This is about to end, though, which is good. Now we probably want to attack up here. Our ally's gonna come with us. We can get lots and lots of combat experience on this. I got there first, which is interesting. And we got them. Our Farid killed Eris de Galicia. Nice, 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 nice. So we are really making this work. To the blathering. Oh, this is... Our alliance is already broken, dude. You insulted my daughter. I give up prestige for this easily. You literally insulted my daughter and said that she was, like, too neutral or something silly like that. And that she was a child. You knew what you were getting into. I mean... It's gone already anyway. You know, that alliance didn't mean anything to me. It clearly doesn't mean anything to you. And we have won our first significant war with the Christians, somehow holding on to the Sultanate that we just gained a little while ago. See what's happening up here. Now, if we were to declare war here, we could help him out. We could seize the emirate. We could seize this, de jure. We gained the titles. Where are we on prestige? We got lots of money now, too. we need to build our military up. We need to do it at ASAP. So I am going to spend this money on a new unit of light horsemen. I'm going to increase it in size 3 times. That should help us. I am going to station them here. And then I'm going to move these guys up to here, which is better for them anyway. And then I am going to go and I'm going to do the Hajj. We're going to go on a pilgrimage. We are going to do our duty to Allah and restore our our devotion, because it's lacking. We got a Hajj here. Gotta go to Mecca. It's the only place you can do it. We're gonna make the fidelity normal, but we're going to do no pomp. We don't need to hire a mountaineer, I don't think. Maybe we do need ship captains, though. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, so it's not now, it's soon. That's what we have learned. It's not now, it's soon. We'll do it soon. Probably should have held off on buying one of those 2 units. But we need that too, so, and a couple more months isn't gonna kill us. It's not gonna destroy our entire soul. We will be fine. We'll be fine waiting a couple more months. Do we have anybody in our prison? We do. You are worth a hook and nothing else. Negotiate your release. Yeah, you can go, and you are a Catholic. Your conversion. Good. And our son here needs to be educated. I'm gonna put him. What does he want to do? I'm gonna put him on. No, he can stay. He can stay on military. Let's see if we can find him somebody interesting. I mean, I could do it, but I don't think that'll turn out well. My wife could do it. She is a genius. I think my wife is gonna do it, and that's good. So that's a thing we did. Look at that. We did this thing. I don't think we're done yet, but I think we should take a pause here and think things through a little bit. Just let some things settle into our mind. We have gone on a lot of really useful conquests. Do we have anything against you? It's all nothing. We really need to get the prestige to illustrious before we can finish any of the rest of this. Got lots of wars we want to do, but we don't got any claims to any of them. I mean, I suppose this stuff could be cleaned up. Need claims up here. The only claim we have is the one in Navarra. And I'm not fighting for it yet. We got to drop this back down to 3. So I kind of feel like our position is better now, but I am still super worried because this guy's gonna he's gonna help people kill us. That's gonna happen. And I don't have a lot I could do about it. I don't have a lot I can do about it except sway him. I can't do that till the learn language is over. So we're kind of stuck. Martial perk available. That's nice. Living off the land. We're almost a strategist. Good. Hey, he won his war. Good. We never have to hear from him ever again, hopefully. How's the kid doing, by the way? The awful, awful, awful kid. His heir. Still his sterile brother. Man. I don't really have much chance of murdering him is the thing. Sort of wish I did, though. The bowmen aren't ours. Let's just pause this. What is this? This is a hunt. You think he's gonna murder me on this hunt? I think we're gonna do it anyway. I think we're gonna do it anyway. Why not, right? What's the worst thing that can happen? I get murdered, right? Can't wait. You could always try to out-murder him. I don't have any particular reason to want him dead, though. Could befriend somebody. It's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely. But, I mean, why not, right? Show him it at once. He has renewed his oaths. Good effort. It's not an easy language. Yeah. We're going to be delayed by 5 days, I think. I think we pretty much got to accept the 5-day delay. Hopefully it doesn't make us late, because I don't want to be late to my own murder, right? I definitely don't want to be late to my own murder. We have the money for the Hajj now. Soon. Our wife is pregnant. We are having so many children, which is just what you would expect. It's really wonderful, actually. I'm actually feeling kind of good about all the kids we're having. Oh, we got days and days and days to wait here for them to murder us. So many days before the murder takes place. How much does the building we want to put here cost? 97. Let's do it. We'll get our Hajj money back. Let's get out there. Oh yeah, the murder. I am so waiting to be murdered. We're getting murdered. I'm 100% convinced that this is a murder plot. I don't even know if you can murder. Yeah, you definitely can. Oh, you found me money. Haha. Oh, so relaxing. So nice. That pays for our Hajj. You just literally paid for our new building. It's time. Oh, nicely done. You succeeded. And no one tried to kill me. I gotta tell ya, there's a part of me that's just straight out a little disappointed. I was honestly really expecting to get murdered. Nobody tried to murder me. I didn't even get a shot to talk to my spy master about about anything or even attempt. I knew it was impossible though. Let's just look up here. What would a gift cost? Way more than I have available to give you. Really wish I could demand your conversion. So we got about 2,000 troops now without the mercenaries. Weird whispers. I've noticed that Guffrey avoids me more than usual. He always sits on the opposite end of the table whenever we're invited to a feast, and constantly refuses my company while we're camping. Want to know how it is? I'll show you. I don't want to fight him. Get out of my sight now. So I can kick him out of my court. I mean, he's my tax collector, and I kind of want him around. I can get my man to take care of it. Is that the wind I hear? Ugh. So much stress. I can just tell him to leave. This is actually a relatively hard choice. Screw it. Oh, we won the fight! Ha ha! Ah, we did it. Ah, he's gone, but we did it. Now we need a new frickin' tax collector. Because of course we do. This guy here, who doesn't hate us, is average. He's the guy we already got in there. I guess Zarb. I guess they're putting Zarb back in. Yeah, I guess it's Zarb. Okay. Well, you know. It's moderately disappointing that we have to put Zarb back in there. We should do some marriages and stuff, because it's super important that we start, like, actually trying to make this work now that we've stepped up. They need a worthy successor. Seek one for me, please, then. We need knights. We need people capable of doing work. I think with that, though, we're going to bring this episode to an end. We are now the Sultan of Al-Andalus, Sultan Hisham II ibn Muhammed of Al-Andalus. That was not what my plan was originally, but I figure, hey, you know, what better way to start the reconquering of all the territories once held by our family than to actually make Al-Andalus into a stable territory? Once we are illustrious, which isn't too far off from now, we will clean up Majorca. We'll start getting rid of all this stuff up here. And, yeah, we're still a young man. We're still only 35 years old, so there's a good chance that we'll get to get really started in here. Really started, which is actually kind of exciting. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you the next time that we are here in Al-Andalus. Goodbye for now.